Welcome to In the Spotlight. I'm Shirley Lin, and today my guest is someone I've been dying to meet for a long time. Her name is Anna Lee, and she's a food stylist in Hollywood, by the way. She actually came out with a book, and this was like a year and a half ago. So this is the book, 五星级厨余. But first of all, I need to ask Anna, what is this book's name in English? But let's meet Anna first. Hi, Anna.
Hi, everyone.
So, do you have an English name to this book, by the way?
I have a lot of candidates. The best one I could think of is Star Trash.
Star Trash, that's it. I remember I saw that somewhere. Okay.
I thought about it a lot because it could be like a five-star leftover but I think Star Trash is a good name for it.
I was thinking of like 5-star kitchen waste.
Something like that, yeah.
That's a direct translation, but anyway. Well, first of all, Anna studied filmmaking.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. And the thing is that she, after graduating, she was trying to figure out what to do with her life. Then she realized she really loves movies, and that's why she studied filmmaking. But then she looked over at bookshelves and realized that she doesn't have novels, she doesn't have magazines or textbooks or anything like that, but all recipe books. And then she said, wow, if there could be a combination, film and recipe and food, what would that be? So now I know the food stylist is not a common thing in Taiwan.
No, not at all. Not even in the rest of the world. It's a very niche profession.
In the States, in Hollywood.
Yeah, most people, I still have to explain when I'm in the States what is food styling and what do I do. So
really?
it is not common all over.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, you're saying that in Taiwan, resources are very limited. And so a lot of times one person on a camera crew or a film crew has to play many different roles, wear many different hats. So there's no such thing as a food stylist. It's the job of whoever. But in the States, in Hollywood, it's a very particular niche, a job for food stylists. You want to explain what is food stylist for those who really don't know?
So food styling has two main completely different area. One is the movie. Basically movie, TV show, anything with a script, drama. Those kind of food stylists is really my main expertise. Is you dissect the script and based on the era of the story or the culture, the background and what's happening inside of the story, the food stylist will handle anything that falls under the food props. That's more like my main lane, but then there's a whole different set of food styling is in the commercial world. For example, if a big food company or restaurant, they want to photograph their menus, sell their products, and they need a food stylist to make their product appetizing to the customer. That is more commercial. What I'm doing is more, I guess, artistic.
Right. Now, a lot of times the food that you make is very appetizing and looks really delicious in front of a camera and a magazine or whatever in books. But actually it's probably not edible once the shooting is done, right?
Well, after the shooting is done, a lot of the time it is not, but it is absolutely 100% edible during the filming, because there are always actors involved that they might interact or eat. There is a misconception that food stylists use crazy tricks, spray like hairspray and motor oil on food. But that is more of an old school commercial food styling. Okay. When it comes to film, TV, anything involves real actors, everything has to be edible and sometimes even have to taste good.
and I wanted to interview you then, but then I was in a hospital. By the time I got out, you were already flown back to Hollywood, right? And you said, hey, you know, we can always do the interview online, but you know, there's a reason why I was hesitant about doing it online, is because I really want to meet you in person.
Oh, that's
And
sweet.
that was before I read the book. And after I read the book, I was like, I really want to meet you. And then I learned that you were coming home. Like, I guess you've been coming home like every year almost, if it weren't for COVID.
Yeah, every year and a half, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, I said, great, Anna's back again. You know, I got in touch with you, and I'm so glad that we got finally meeting each other. And you're gonna autograph my book later. But the thing is that I think what I learned about you from the internet was how you were on the set helping out with the movie The Life of Pi. Directed by Ang Lee. And then you were actually just doing all sorts of things like translating and arranging lunch for all the foreign crew and everything. And you were saying, like, you know, that you did not want to go for like McDonald's and all that kind of stuff. You wanted to show those foreigners real Taiwanese food.
Correct.
So you did that, and they were just amazed and loved your food, and Ang Lee also loved your food. So he, correct me if I'm wrong, he encouraged you to pursue your dream in Hollywood. Did he?
He did. So does everyone on Life of Pi. Basically, at the time, I really want to pursue food styling. So when I was on Life of Pi, I was telling everyone, like, that's my dream. I'm here to assist whatever you need, but that's really my goal. And everyone, including Ang, was telling me LA would be the place to be. Ang personally preferred New York, but he's an East Coast man.
Right.
But it's basically the same suggestion, like you should go to America, and that's where most likely you'll be able to succeed. So yeah, after the show wrapped, pretty much within a month, I packed my bag and just left.
That's what you wrote in the book. Yeah, just within a month. You're I don't know, you're a proactive person.
I think at the time I was thinking there were a lot of really precious connection I built, because Life of Pi, we shoot a total of 9 months in Taichung. So they have to house us, and it's almost like a long summer camp. We live together, work together, and we travel together. So I feel like those are very precious connections that I did not want to lose. Because after any show, any movies, people like grow apart, and then they went on to do their own thing. So in my head, I was thinking, I have to do this right now. That's why I did it in a month.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. And actually, not only that, you're really into food too. You love food, and you love cooking.
Right.
You know, and I think that's a big plus. Okay, so one other thing I learned was apparently, this was probably at LA, and you were filming a movie, and then the director says there was a scene that you have to that there needs to be a lentil soup, right? And the director was saying like, oh, just get canned lentil soup, but you were going like, no way. You know, made chicken broth, and I don't know, you just put all kinds of ingredients, and it was so scrumptious that the female character, she was supposed to, she was supposed to act sick in the movie and just took a little sip. But when, after the scene was done, she asked you for a bowl after another bowl because it was so good. Now, it seems like this is your particular principle, is that you want to make sure your food is delicious. I mean, I don't know, is this the case for all food stylists? Because I think some food stylists probably don't care much as long as it's presentable.